if you're currently an AI agency business owner or you're starting an AI agency, this is the 7 stages of AI agency owners that you'll fall with it. So this is super fun to make. And I like to say that level 1 is your prompter. Right? So maybe you're learning, you're watching a lot of tutorials, you're watching a lot of YouTube videos, and you're maybe download a couple softwares, you're playing with Replit, ChatGPT and Make for the first time, go level, and you're still learning how to build with AI. But you also know the importance of outreach, but you're right now just very inconsistent with outreach, and you're just learning the tools. And so when you're in this level 1 stage of learning and more so having awareness of AI and thinking, hey, I want to sell AI, you need to start taking consistent action, right? So you need to set aside time to learn about what you want to create your offer, and then you start selling. So you need to have consistent outreach, you need to have consistent leads for this. So once you start taking consistent action, you have consistent outreach, you actually learn more about what you would want to sell, what your offer would look like. Then you're more so in a builder phase. So maybe you have 1 to 3 clients that may be free, or it's a rev share and then are maybe paying you $1,000 or less. Here is good because you're a builder, because you're actually building something that has real world application. You're not actually building something if you're building something that has no real world application, right? You're actually applying what you learn to businesses, right? That's the key thing, is you don't want to just build, you want to build with application, right? So you're actually applying AI to businesses. And so you're way ahead than the prompter because you actually have real world application. You have real world knowledge on what you're building, right? And then if you're here, you need to have consistent outreach so you can scale, right? But you're making maybe some money, but not something to be full time yet. So now you're the hustler. Once you have consistency, your outreach, you have real world application, you'll find something that you can sell consistently to one particular audience, right? So as a hustler, you probably have 5-10 clients, right? You're scaling your outreach and you're scaling with paid ads. So you have a consistent client acquisition. And here you've learned that I'm not going to just build anything. I've been building for a lot of businesses, and I know what workflows that I build that actually drive revenue of these businesses. So you're only going to build and sell 1 of 3 workflows in one particular niche, right? From here, you're going to turn into a growth operator, right? Is you really understand a particular niche's problems, right? So you scale vertically with one niche, right? You have a lot of sales experience now, you have consistent acquisition. You can now confidently say, hey, if you can't pay me at least $10,000 and I can't solve these problems for you, there's no point in working with you, right? So now you can sell $10,000 per month or more solutions for each client and meet all their needs, right? And you only need to have 10 clients or less. And if more beyond that is it's like a headache, right? And so you build AI sales systems that actually drive revenue in their business, right? And here, if you want to get to this level, our coaching and AI Sales Academy will allow you to generate $10,000 per more in the next 90 days. And so if you want to join our program, book a call with us below, and it will help you get to $10,000 per month or more in the next 90 days. And then we'll see if you're a good fit to work with us. Now, next, when we go with operators, you're going to understand how to build automation and sell automations. Next point is, how do I build a low ticket offer to scale and bridge the gap between someone who is not ready to fully commit to work with my company one-on-one, but someone who wants to just kind of try us out without just watching a bunch of free content and videos. So next thing that you do is build a SaaS, right? Build a low ticket software. And it's something that captures interest, right? Bridges the gap between someone who isn't ready to work with you to someone who is, right? So build a software to bridge the gap in your audience and sell low ticket software that allows you to liquidate your acquisition costs and then upsell automations to grow and operate their business. Okay. And here, in order to sell software, you have to master distribution, right? Is you can't just have paid ads, is you also need these other acquisition channels to really scale business. So here you're learning to master distribution. So you're learning how to sell information as well. Now, once you master this, now you sell B2C. Maybe in a SaaS, you sold B2C, you sold one-to-many. Now you kind of understand distribution. Now you can sell to enterprises. Now you've already understood how to sell one-to-many, how to distribute information. Now you can understand. Now you also understand these sophisticated audience because you spend so much time in one niche. Now you can sell to enterprises, big companies, right? So now you learn to sell SaaS to consumers. Now you sell enterprise plans to clients, right? So that's $10,000 for more per transaction, not per client, per transaction. And you also learn here to manage how do I build partnerships and affiliate programs so that I can continue to get clients to these innovate clients. How do I get people to refer me without having to do the work myself, right? And then once you master all this, you're really on an investor level. You're basically Sam Altman. You have so much cash, you probably just build a personal brand, go to like events and crap, and then you invest in software and growth operate other brands, right? So these are the 7 levels of AI agency owners, and where I am personally at is there's so many levels to this, man. I honestly think I'm in between levels 4 and 5. I'm quite literally smack dab in the middle, not even anywhere close to this level yet. But that is exactly why we're learning all together here on this channel.